I want to make this video to just like earnestly acknowledge that I do have a vendetta against black men. I feel like eternally I am like almost destined to have a bad relationship with men from the fact that I no one in my family knows who my biological father is, and the only father figure I had was a traumatized alcoholic who just tried to force masculinity onto me, and his excuse was trying to toughen me up and protect me from the world. A black man treated me like shit in order to prepare me for how the rest of the world would treat me. And apparently that's being a father. That's the only example of a masculine energy I ever had in my presence. And then I go into school and black men are just bullies. And they bully me in such a specific way that makes me feel like I don't deserve the identity of being a black man because I am not existing as a black man the way everybody else or other black men are existing. Black men have rarely ever been kind to me, and I had to eat it every single year of my fucking life because if I treat black men the way that I'm treated, if I make black men feel the way that they make me feel, then I am petty and vengeful. I am vindictive. I'm immature. Black men just get to be homophobic, get to stomp my ego out with their big egos.
Bro, this is a prime example of why fathers is needed in the household at the end of the day. You know, so all this excuses and complaining and shit like that, man, that shit for the birds, man. Welcome to the real world at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? The person that you said tried to force masculinity on you, maybe, man, you should have took more heed to what he was talking about. I know you said shit, he treated you terrible at the end of the day. I don't know what that meant, but forcing masculinity on you ain't treating you terrible, bro. That's trying to prepare you for this shit. At the end of the day, don't nobody give a fuck about no feelings. Don't nobody care about you for real, what you're going through, none of that. People are evil. That's just the country we live in. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna change now. It was like that when I was young. At the end of the day, shit, it'll probably be worse when I was young. You know what I'm saying? They was actually whooping kids' ass. You know what I'm saying? The bullies was jumping on kids. They wasn't just picking with you. They'll go ahead, take it there. Meet me after school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Catch you out of school or whoop you. Woo, woo. That's just what it is, bro. At the end of the day, men have a certain way that they supposed to be on this planet, and we ain't gonna erase that no matter how much we try to push that feminine shit into these kids. It's no place for that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it make them weak. It make them soft, complain. Bro, that's for a woman. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that ain't for no man. Men ain't never goddamn been in a position of where uh, they going through something and people just comfort to them or flock to them or, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, it's going to be a. Man, that ain't how it goes, bro. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We was put on this planet to be warriors, and that's just what it is. You either gonna accept it that way or continue to do what you're doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no knock to nobody's sexual preference or none of that. But he said that at the end of the day, his mama don't even know who. Well, his mama, none of the family don't even know who the hell his real father is. That's insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, your mama need to take some accountability for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because quite obviously, I ain't trying to dog nobody out, but at the end of the day, quite obviously, she was a hoe. Any woman that don't know who her baby father is a whore. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, and I'm pretty sure women say it louder than we say it. So it ain't no knock to no women or nothing like that. Because I done heard plenty of women, girl, that bitch don't know he know who her baby daddy is. She ain't nothing but a hoe. So at the end of the day, when the man acknowledged the truth, just accept it that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's quite obviously your mama was having some problems. Obviously, she was sleeping with a lot of men. Maybe it's just she was just very sexually active, but she accountable for the shit that went on. At the end of the day, shouldn't have been sleeping with so many people. And then obviously he been around a bunch of women because all of that feminine energy is inside him. It's inside him for a reason because obviously wasn't no men around. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because now he older, grown probably, and can't even face the world. Because at the end of the day, he want motherfuckers to cater to his feelings like they cater to a woman's. It's never gonna be that for a man at the end of the day. But let's get the rest of this story, man, and then we'll come back to it, bro.
Get to make me feel like an anomaly. A black man has never not described me as anything other than weird. A black man has never Like it specifically hurts because I've seen black men, the same black men that would bully me in school, treated other people so kindly and so nicely, especially if it was a girl, or especially if it was one of his homeboys. It was somebody he played football with, somebody he played basketball with. But because I didn't resonate with them, I got treated like fucking shit. And then if I tried to stand up for myself, I'm literally putting myself in danger, in like physical danger. That never made sense to me. Like, you get to bully me, and if I stand up for myself, you take that as a threat. So then I've always just had this fear of black men, and also just had this like resentment and hatred for black men, because it's like, wow, why do you get to exist in that capacity, but the capacity I want to exist in irritates you to the degree where you want to like consistently remind me that you hate me and that you don't want to be in my presence. I'll never forget freshman year of high school, like not having friends and like just literally just finding somewhere to sit down. And I sit down at the same table, literally opposite end of a table of a group of like black men. And just because I am literally at the same table as these black men, they get up, throw their food away, and just leave as if I am just so disgusting because I'm just not a similar personality, or probably because I was gay. In fact, I remember first day of freshman year, very first day of high school, literally like just the first day of high school, first period, first class, a black man who I went to middle school with, because for context, my middle school, most of the people from my middle school just went to the same high school. So I had to deal with the same form of bullying from the same people for another 4 years. The guy that was like my main bully decides to just go around the school and or go around the class and tell the other black men that I was gay. And literally, like, my first experience at fucking high school was black men looking at me being like, ugh, and like getting up and moving away from me. And then go on to discover my attraction to men. And lo and behold, gay men don't treat me any better.
Bro, at the end of the day, man, look, I get it, but it's a thing like this, man. Go where people want you to be around them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make me believe that. Say every black man in America hates you, or every gay person ain't against. Man, miss me with that bullshit. Because I know plenty of gay people, and at the end of the day, they have friends that's straight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They get along with people. Ain't nobody treat them no different. Sitting around running around, and all that. I mean, bro, that's just some high school shit. Maybe it was some kids, but when you get in the real world, bro, people ain't acting like that. You know what I'm saying? And saying to me like you looking for somebody to care for you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it comes from lack of having your father in your life. That's why you hating black men. You know what I'm saying? You hate black men because you hate the fact that you missed that love from your father. You know what I'm saying? You never received it. So now you look in the mirror and you hate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You black too at the end of the day. So saying you hate black men because they don't like you because you gay, bro. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, bro. If you feel like you don't like gay people, okay, cool, fine. So what? You feel like I ain't your cup of tea? You don't want to hang around? Oh well. It's nothing to go crying about, bro. I can give a fuck less what anybody think about me, and I mean on this planet. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, outside of your family, bro, what difference do it make? Outside of your kids and your wife or whatever, man, who cares what people think on the planet, bro? There's so many people that's affected by this shit, bro, and I don't even know how to change it, because at the end of the day, you talk to people and you try to tell them, man, don't worry about this. No matter how much you say that shit, they still gonna take in account for what they still gonna take in what other people say, and it hurts them. I don't give a damn, bro. You can say he ugly, he black, he this, he that, he fat, whatever you want to say. I could care less, bro. Because one thing I realized about human beings is this: they're gonna talk about you regardless, bro. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you doing, you could be doing well. At the end of the day, you could be rich. Guess what they gonna say? Oh, that nigga think he this because he getting all that money. You know what I'm saying? He didn't change because he didn't start making some money. Middle class, they think they better than us because they making a little bit more than us. You poor, That nigga ain't got shit anyway, man. Shit ain't no good. Yeah, he talking all that shit, but hell, he broke. Hell, I know where he work at. Woo, woo. You can have holes in your. I remember them joking about the kids that used to have holes in their clothes, all this. So what that taught me is this, bro. No matter what, you're never gonna be able to please people. It's always gonna be some out there that hate you or don't like you, this and that. Nobody's loved by everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it'll never be that way. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop looking for acceptance from people. At the end of the day, if you don't accept the way I am, then maybe I don't need to be around you. Fuck it. It is what it is. Because you and one thing I learned about this shit, you ain't nobody no better than nobody else. And regardless how much they up on their high horse or think they way up here, at the end of the day, we all was born and we all gotta die no matter what happened. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody better than no goddamn body. That's an image that they then created inside their own head to feel like they better than this person because they have a little bit more money. You can't take the goddamn money in the ground with you. You know what I'm saying? When you die, it's over, bro. Hate to say it, 100 years from now, motherfucker might not even remember you. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, bro. Average person ain't even gonna be remembered 100 years from now. So nobody's better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not an advocate of bullying or nothing like that. I hate to see people getting bullied on or picked on because of whatever, the color of their skin, their sexual preference or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as a man, you got to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the same way you gonna prepare your son, that's the same way this guy need to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? I hate the fact that he didn't have that in his life. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the drunk is that the mother was dealing with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Obviously, he tried from his best knowledge. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just because you're a drunk don't make you not be a leader. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just come with a form of life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go to something uh, for therapeutic reasons. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's alcohol, whether it's weed, whether it's drugs, whether it's whatever, shopping, eating. It's all kind of addictive shit out here that people does. And what we do is this is what we fail at. We try to make whatever I'm doing better than yours. Oh, I ain't bad. I ain't worse than him because I smoke weed. He smoke crack. Bro, at the end of the day, everybody doing something, boy, for relief. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this world is stressful. That's the world we live in, and we got to accept it that way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, ain't no sense in crying about it. Because as a man, guess what? You just got to deal with it. And I try to tell men this a lot, but a lot these days seem like men want to be compared to women for some odd fucking reason. I don't really know. Maybe it's social media or whatever it is, but bro, I'm never in competition with no woman. I'm never gonna compare myself to a woman because we totally different. We two totally different creatures for a reason. At the end of the day, our voice deeper than theirs. We much stronger than them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everything is different, bro, and it's like that for a reason. The baby grow inside the woman. It don't grow inside us, bro. That's just what it is. We need to stop trying to mix each other and act like we all one because it'll never be that way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But let's see the rest of this story, man, and then we'll come back to it.
Because gay men just have just as high standards as straight black men have for who they want to coexist with, what type of black man they want to coexist with. And then I don't get to feel any resentment. I don't get to like earnestly express my resentment for black men because then I'm generalizing and I'm being immature and I'm being unhealed. I am so sick of having to grieve the person that I want to be after every interaction with the black man because every interaction with a black man leaves me with a list of anxieties as to why I do not deserve for my energy to be reciprocated, for my kindness, for my existence to be validated and reciprocated in this man's presence. I don't deserve that. And it really fucking sucks like acknowledging the capacity that all these black men get to exist in because why was it always the football star that's calling me a why was it always the super smart black kid that's super handsome, all the girls want him, and he treats me like shit, and the only time that he's nice to me is when he wants me to put in a good word with one of my friends that's a girl so that he date her. The only time that a black
Man, it's more so sounding like a pity party, man. At the end of the day, I hate this for you, man. At the end, but my advice to you, man, is love yourself, son. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's no greater feeling than loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then you won't worry about being accepted by no other group on this planet. At the end of the day, you know, self love is the best love. You know what I'm saying? Whitney Houston told us that shit in the '80s. Uh, I hope, you know what I'm saying, he able to goddamn start to cope with life, you know what I'm saying? He can come with a better understanding of what this world is at the end of the day, because obviously he been hidden so long he think the world's supposed to be caring about you. Bro, it's not that way. You know what I'm saying? Either that or he been around so many women, he's starting to think like, oh, okay, this how they was for them, this how they need to be for me. No one's gonna ever cater to you like a woman, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's just the way it is. It's Mother Earth for a reason. Uh, you're not a woman, you're a man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who you choose to date, that's your own personal preference. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just that when you do that, be able to accept whatever come with it, man, and not sit back and worry about other people's opinion of your relationship status. You know what I'm saying? If they have an opinion, man, fuck them. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's the only way you're gonna ever truly be happy. Because looking for somebody to make you happy is irrelevant. Because nobody on this planet is gonna uh, basically make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Now they can make you unhappy, but they can't make you happy, bro. Happiness comes from within. You know what I'm saying? Search your soul, cuz find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Start to love yourself, bro, and then you gonna have a better future. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all that complaining and shit like that. Hate to say it, bro. You could do it forever, and it's never gonna change nothing. No matter how much you complain. You know what I'm saying? Just get from around certain people if they don't approve of your presence, and then get with the people who really love you, the people who want to be around you. Because at the end of the day, this planet's so big, I'm pretty sure it's somebody that accepts you. Cause it just is what it is. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, bro.